gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Right here at Detroit Police Headquarters, that this case has a lot of layers. Let's start first with the little girl we're talking about. 11-year-old Lamara Glenn. I spoke with her family earlier by phone. They say she is in extremely critical condition at an area hospital with her mother by her side.
So as you guys can see, we have an 11-year-old girl in critical condition after being shot in the head during a sliding operation, aka a drive-by shooting done by black men. Now, in the community, we all know what sliding is, but for those of you guys who are not aware, it is pretty much a drive-by shooting where someone hangs out the window with a firearm, shoots into a building, a street, a house, residential, commercial, it doesn't matter. But they will do this in an effort to, hit somebody that they are in conflict with, aka an op or the opposition. This is a very dangerous and careless tactic and maneuver when handling disagreements in the community, but it's something that is happening far too often. Now, in this case, you have an 11-year-old girl who was caught in the crossfire or could have been the intended target. A lot of times, these guys are really like that. So, and don't act like they aren't, because they'll claim to be like that. And if you say they're not like that, they'll have a beef with you. So, what we have to understand is there is a sickness, there is a disease going on in the community. And these super gremlins are on demon time.
Now, investigators worked very quickly on this case, of course. Whenever it involves a child, it really hits home here with investigators. They were able to arrest 4 men in connection to this shooting. And as you mentioned, Taryn, it goes a lot deeper.
I'm tired of reporting stories like this. We're fed up with these stories.
Same podium, different innocent child shot. 11-year-old Lamara Glenn slept on the couch at her aunt's house near Gratiot and McClellan on the city's east side Monday night. She stays there to have access to a better school. 23 bullets sprayed at the home in a drive-by style shooting, striking Lamara in the head. Now she's in extremely critical condition.
It's cowardly to bring in a child to whatever adult problems you're having with another group.
It looks like the group who fired shots was targeting someone inside the home, a house off Pennsylvania Street that was shot up late last year, too. Now, 4 people are in custody, including an 18 and 19-year-old. On its face, this case is awful, but it gets worse. The suspect's tied to a large-scale car theft ring, where cars are stolen from dealerships, then used to commit crimes.
That has progressed from just stolen crimes into violent crime. Fortunately, the vehicle used in this was a stolen car taken off one of our dealerships, and now we're here today.
Commander Eric Decker with DP.
Wow, so the vehicle used was a stolen car, a stolen V. All right. Guys, this is something that we see happening all the time. And these carjackings are not punished sufficiently. Therefore, when these guys do get caught with a stolen vehicle, they're released immediately. And then they go out and do the same thing. But they're not using these cars and chopping them up, like they were back in the day. They're taking these vehicles. They're going on missions, as they call them. And anybody from the black community, who is participating in the culture, if you will, or even just listens to music in general, rap music in general, you know what I'm talking about. They're going on missions with these stolen cars so that it can't be traced back to them. And, they're committing violent crimes on these quote unquote missions. And as a result, you have an 11-year-old girl, Lamara Glenn, who was shot and killed by these super gremlins on Demon Time.
PD's organized crime says they've been trying to foil this ring for about a month. They've struck 5 times. Bob Maxey Ford off Jefferson twice, smashing in, grabbing key fobs, and driving stolen cars through the glass garage doors. One of those stolen cars used in Lamara's shooting, another connected to a murder last Friday on the city's east side.
My hearts go out to the parents and the family members because someone lost a son or brother. It just needs to stop.
A 17-year-old boy was shot, found dead inside of his smashed-up car.
Dang.
In total, 20 vehicles have been stolen by this ring, connected to 2 shootings that police know of and possibly other crimes. There are more members that investigators are after.
When you are shooting 11-year-old little girls in their home, where they should have some degree of safety, that's a problem not only for the police department, that's a problem for our community.
We talked to Bob Maxey earlier today. He is the owner of the dealership off of Jefferson that was hit twice, suspected by this ring. He says it's really unthinkable that cars on his lot that were stolen are being used in these types of crimes. But it does look like investigators are definitely working to dismantle this crime ring. The chief said earlier today he was hoping to arrest one more man in connection to the shooting of Lamara Glenn.
Sad news to report on a developing story. CBS News Detroit has learned that the 11-year-old girl shot during a drive-by shooting on the city's east side has died.
And now 3 men have been charged in the shooting. CBS News Detroit's Gino Vici is outside police headquarters.
So thank God the police acted fast, and as you guys can see, the community has given up these baby killers, because that's what they are. This girl is 11 years old. She hasn't started her life yet. It's an 11-year-old black girl who is shot and killed, unfortunately, right? And we're going to learn later that the family has taken her off of life support, which is, man, it's just heartbreaking. But this is something that we are dealing with on a daily basis, and thank God they were able to find more suspects. But these guys, they need to be hit with the brunt of the criminal justice system and the real force and a laying down of the law. And I'm not confident that this is going to happen. I'm not confident that they're going to get the maximum penalty for this heinous crime.
With more on the investigation.
But you just can't police stupidity. And when adults decide to bring children into their confrontations and conflicts, that's just completely unacceptable.
Chief James White says 11-year-old Lamara Glenn's family sadly had to take her off life support early this morning, several days after fighting for her life. This afternoon, she lost her life. Chief White saying it's unfortunate and unnecessary, and the department will not tolerate it.
We will be relentless. If you choose to victimize our community, you hurt children, we're going to use every single tool at our disposal, every partnership that we have to get you off the street so that you can't hurt anybody else.
Lamara was shot in the head earlier this week after 23 shots were fired into a home on Pennsylvania Street.
23 shots shot into a home. I told you guys this is sliding. This is sliding, okay? And this is what is happening all over the community. It's a damn shame. It is a damn shame.
Street as she laid on the couch. A 5th person has now been arrested in connection to the drive-by shooting, and 3 of the men have already been charged. 19-year-old Takari Turner and 19-year-old Nasir Grant have been charged with the shooting. 20-year-old Robert Lee Turner has been charged as an accessory.
So guys, as you guys can see, these are the super gremlins of the hour who murdered this 11-year-old girl. The wickedness, the evil, you can see no remorse in their eyes. And I think they feel and they believe that there will be no real consequences, or consequences that they haven't already come to terms with and are willing to face.
But we are going to be relentless in pursuing those who victimize our community. Relentless. We're going to use technology. We're going to use these partnerships that you see behind me. And we're going to get these folks off the street, period. unapologetically. We're going to lock you up.
And as far as the other two individuals in custody, Chief White saying charges against them are pending. And he also says it's very possible that even more people could be charged in the near future. In Detroit, Gino Vici, CBS News, Detroit.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jinquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Worse than this, Taryn. 11-year-old Lamara Glenn has been here at Children's Hospital since she was shot early Tuesday morning. And sadly, doctors say there's just no saving her. Her mom has to make the awful decision to take her off life support in just a couple of hours. This was Lamara Glenn hours before she was shot.
Basically, in 12 hours, they're going to pull the plug.
Wow.
Her mom says she's been brain dead since early Tuesday morning when she was shot in the head while sleeping at her aunt's house on Detroit's east side, a sleepover with cousins during winter break from school.
And I don't have nothing. They took my only kid, my only baby.
Doctors at Children's Hospital downtown tell her mom, Brandy Crenshaw, there's sadly no way to save the 11-year-old.
Something I never imagined, ever thinking about that I would have to do to my daughter as young as she are.
Just last month, Brandy was watching Fox 2, saw a story about 11-year-old Latrell Mines shot in a drive-by while he was skating with friends near Beaconsfield.
And I covered that one, guys. If y'all want to go back and to my log and I mean, I'm touching everything out here. Whenever a black kid is killed in the community, I'm touching it. I'm putting my hands on it, and we're diving head first into it because this message needs to get out, right? People need to understand how frequent this is happening, how frequently this is occurring. It's a damn shame. So, you know, just go back to my catalog. I dropped it January 15, 2024. 11-year-old black boy Latrell Mines killed in targeted drive-by shooting. Police asked for communitized help, but they refuse. It's right there in your faces, guys, and I'm putting it out there so that you guys can be aware of just how wicked the community has gotten. And we need an extreme reversal. Otherwise, we're doomed.
Coralville on the city's east side. It turns out Latrell and Lamara are good friends.
They went skating every Saturday together.
Wow.
4 weeks ago.
And they knew each other. Wow.
And now she's in the same boat.
Early Tuesday morning, while Lamara and her cousin slept, the shooters pulled up firing 23 rounds at the home, trying to target someone inside. We don't know why.
And guys, this is why you cannot have any friendships or associations with these thug, maxed, alpha simps. I'm telling you, it will get you killed.
Within hours, Detroit police arrested 4 of the suspects. A 5th was arrested later. They're connected to a car theft ring that Detroit police were already working to dismantle. That same ring tied to another homicide last week where a 17-year-old boy was shot and killed.
Y'all deserve everything y'all get. Everything. I'm going to be at every court date.
A family.
Wow. And look at this young, beautiful girl whose life was cut short for no reason at all.
Forever fractured in a split-second decision.
My baby was an amazing little girl, like amazing, beautiful, wonderful girl that had a life ahead of her, and it was cut short by some cowardly people.
By these super gremlins on demon time.
This should make everyone mad. It is simply unacceptable. We are talking about 2 11-year-olds in just about a month shot in separate drive-bys, and they happen to be good friends.
And this is just in one city. This is just in Detroit. One city. 2 11-year-olds. That's one 11-year-old killed per month. Let's see what March has in store for us. I'm scared. I'm afraid to see what March has in store for the black community. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Now, Lamara's family will eventually need a little help laying her to rest. That information is on our website, if you can find it in yourself to spare a few dollars for this family. Reporting downtown Detroit, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
It's ridiculous and so sad, as you said, Jessica. But any word from the police chief on this case tonight?
Yeah, well, we did talk with Chief White earlier today. They were happy to make that 5th arrest in this case. I understand that he will have an update on this case tomorrow, and of course, Fox 2 will be there.
Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of questions, so it's good we'll be able to hear from him. Thank you, Jessica.
Just sad update, and we actually have 2 major updates on this story we've been following all week for you. After an 11-year-old girl is shot in a drive-by.
Police catching the final person of interest in the case. Meanwhile, the family being forced to make an impossible decision. Fox News' Robin Murdoch joins us live with the latest. Robin.
Good morning, Jay and Erica. Yeah, I cannot even imagine what this family is going through right now, what this mother is going through. As you guys know, little Lamara Glenn, she has pretty much been on life support since that shooting on Tuesday morning. Well, today her family is expected to take her off of life support. Doctors at Children's Hospital say that there is nothing that they can do to save this little girl's life. Now, as you know, 11-year-old Lamara Glenn, she was asleep on her aunt's couch when someone fired 23 rounds into the home on Pennsylvania earlier this week. She was there for a sleepover with her cousins on winter break when she was shot in the head. So it was supposed to be a very happy time, ended up being just a tragic one. Hours later, police did have 4 suspects in custody. They did arrest a 5th suspect yesterday, and it is believed that they are all connected to a car theft ring, as well as the shooting death of a 17-year-old just last week. And now this, here is more with Lamara's heartbroken mother.
Something I'd never imagine, ever thinking about that I would have to do to my daughter as young as she are. Y'all deserve everything y'all get, everything. I'm gonna be at every court date. They took my only kid, my only baby.
Just a very emotional time for that family. Now, the family has set up a GoFundMe page to try and raise money for Lamara's funeral expenses, and we have put a link at fox2detroit.com if you would like to give. In the meantime, the chief of police, he is expected to update us on the shooting investigation. He is expected to talk about that 5th person that was taken into custody yesterday. So, of course, stay with us for the very latest coverage. For now, we are live outside Detroit Police Headquarters. I'm Robin Murdoch for Fox 2 News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! That's what they at work!